Hello everyone and welcome back to my Minecraft beta world, where today we are going to be doing our first proper build project. Last time we did these farms and I've been farming a lot of materials, mostly just cobblestone. I don't have as much wood. If I just go over here. Yeah, not a lot. But the plan is to walk maybe like 1,000, maybe 2,000 blocks, however long it takes, so then this thing isn't in sight. Because you don't want to have a build with a really specific vibe, and then you just have this giant monolith in the background on the horizon. Not that I don't like it, it's just like, that's not what you want, really. So, I've been thinking a bit on what I want to actually build to start, and I think we're just gonna do like a giant wheat field. Yeah, we're gonna build a giant wheat field, we're gonna have a nice little village in it, very similar vibes to like that one image of Steve against the crafting table, right? You guys probably know what I'm talking about. So, I've already crafted an extra bed, we're just gonna leave this one here. Let's grab a couple materials and then maybe an extra chest or two, just so then we can have some stuff there. If we need more, then we can always come back. Now, technically, we do already have a food farm of sorts, because I've been eating some mushroom stew, and then I've been using a little dark spot over here with some trees, and then the mushrooms will just kind of spread. So you see it's already spread a little bit here, but I have one of each mushroom, but it's not the most efficient thing in the world, so let's go look for a place to build. Okay, so I found a nice island over here, and I've started clearing out all the trees and doing a little bit of terraforming. You can see that I'm burning some stuff down. It's not too far from spawn, because if you just move down here, you can see the tree farm right there in the distance, but that's fine. I just walk back a bit and then it gets out of view again. Yeah. And don't have the giant mob farm in the way either. So, once I'm done clearing all this out and then terraforming enough to my liking, I'll come back and then we'll start building some stuff. Okay, with everything cleared out now, I've been experimenting a little bit with how I want each building placed in this, like, farm town. So I have an outline over there, which will be my house. I have this nice little one for a bakery. This one's going to be the windmill house or whatever, and mostly just store some wheat. I have just this box for a regular storage building, and then I have some docks down here. It'll all be like connected through gravel paths and stuff, ideally. And I think I might try something up on top of the hill, but I'm not entirely sure. Because you gotta remember that most of this open space is gonna be entirely wheat fields. Of course, I'm gonna make it look nice instead of it just being all wheat, like most people do. But let me think. Let's work on the bakery and then the windmill, just to see how things turn out. Because what I'm thinking, actually, I could probably switch this out for wood, just to have some difference, because it's supposed to be a little window for the cakes or bread or whatever. So, Let's just build this up a bit and then see what I'm feeling. I'm thinking this is just going to be like a regular main floor is the store itself. I'll have like another house up top, basically where whoever runs the bakery will live. I'm liking this. Let me grab some sand and smelt it real quick so then I just have a better idea of the window. That's probably enough, at least for now. As long as I don't need to move stuff. So if let's put some fences here. Then it's like holding it up, right? And then we can just put the glass in like that. I like that. I like the window. I'm gonna switch out the logs there for wool. And actually, we picked up a bunch of flowers, so I could probably dye it, and then that's the color of the bakery. I'm trying to think on a roof design, and I've landed on this, so I can have like a nice little extra arch here, which I'll fill in at some point, and then I'll just have a regular triangle roof on this side, just to make it a bit interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. Alright, the bakery is now complete. I really like how it turned out. Let me know what you guys think. But I am really bad at naming things. So I think in terms of fitting this into my world, I'm going to let you guys name the bakery, and whoever has the top comment also gets to run it in per se. Like, you get to own the bakery. We'll probably do the same thing with some of the other buildings other than my house. Let me give you a quick tour. So we have a little shop chest here. There's nothing in it right now because we still need to do all the wheat fields and stuff, but they will be selling bread, 3 loaves for a diamond, or you could buy cake, which is 1 cake for 3 diamonds, which I think that's pretty fair. We have a little clerk desk here with a cash register. We have some equipment here, crafting table, some furnaces with a chimney that goes up, a nice little sink, and I used some lapis for the water, and a nice little fridge. We have some seating areas here with some books so someone can grab and just read while they eat their bread. Almost a little bit more like a cafe. Up here is a nice little living space. It's not entirely finished. I'm trying to add a little bit of bookshelves, but we have some storage here, another furnace that still connects to the chimney and the one downstairs. Nice little painting and like a little bench or something to sit in, and the bedroom right here. So some personal storage and another nice big painting and a lot of light. So I think it's time that we move on to the next thing. I think we want to go and start working on the windmill here, but I think I'm gonna move this over to where the storage building that I kind of laid out is and just kind of replace it. Then this can just be another wheat field. I hope you guys are liking the creative process style that I'm trying out instead of just the time lapses that I've been doing. So let's get started. I've gotten started on building the base of the windmill here. I've played around with the design a bit more after moving it, and I think I'm just gonna do the tower, at least for now. I'll have to terraform a bit more if I want to actually have that extra like little storage shed thing. Depending on which side I want to build it, I'm not entirely sure. It's getting dark. So I'm gonna keep going with this sort of design here, and then, I don't know. I do like how that looks, but the roof is a bit short. Right? Like, I feel like it needs to have more height to it. Let's try and change that a little bit. Same thing with like the triangle arch there. Fuck. Now how does that look instead? Because I just extended the roof a bit. Does it still look short? No, that's much better actually. I like that. And then I just need to put the fans in. Maybe a few more, maybe some windows on the bottom here. But I like that. And there we go. The windmill is now done. I was able to get a little spin in the fans here that I liked. But overall I really like how the build turned out. I don't think we're going to name this one. I don't think it's necessary. But, pick up that. Let me show you the inside. This is our little grindstone here, which grinds wheat into flour. The pole connects all the way up to the fan that's outside. We have some storage for wheat and seeds at some point, and then a nice little bed and a crafting table just in case. And then this is also a furnace, but I placed it backwards just so that it's a good like decoration block. So now that the windmill is done, I've gone ahead and moved the docks over to this spot in the middle of the island. I just thought it would work better. This will go by pretty quickly. I'm just kind of working out design overall, and I really like how this is. I just want to put some glowstone here, but I'm not sure if they will emit light through a trapdoor like they do in the newer versions. So I'm going to quickly test that, build the rest of the docks, and then either we'll build a little shipping building thing, or we'll just move on to the house. So for the idea that I have for my house, it's going to be very tall. So I have about 10 blocks of height, and then on top of that is going to be the roof. It might not be the best idea, just thinking of the height of the windmill. I'm not sure, because I want to have the windmill still be tall, right? But at the same time, I want to make sure that my house is also, like, obviously more important over some of the other businesses or whatever. That will probably be put here at some point. This is just what I want to do for today. I'm going to play around with it for a little bit. Actually, I still need one more pillar. Yeah, I'm going to play around with the design a little bit. If I feel like it's too tall, I'll either change it or I'll maybe just extend the windmill. Alright, I finished the entire house. It does need a little bit more work on the interior, but let me show you. We can go in here, the door will close behind you. I have a little bit of storage over here, nice little kitchen area right here, and then you can just go up the stairs. There's a nice little couch and a small little TV here, some paintings and some books. Nice little fireplace. This was a pain in the ass though, because it kept catching on fire for some reason, so I just kept like putting cobblestone down behind it until it would just stop burning. And then I just have another bed right here. I really like how this turned out, but I think our biggest focus right now that the buildings are complete is do the entire outside. I decided to not go with the extra building next to the docks. I might change my mind later, but for now, we need to get work on connecting all of these buildings up with paths, and then putting in all the wheat fields, putting in some trees, making everything look nice instead of it being very open, right? I want it to be a little cozy farm village. So let's get to work. And the town is now complete. I really like how this town turned out, especially when you view it from a shot like this, where there's a nice tree here. It kind of like, it frames the two buildings nicely. It hides my house a little bit and tucks it into the forest. Makes it really nice. We have the giant wheat field right here that took me quite a while to get the seeds for, but it should do us pretty well. I do have another smaller one right here, and then there's a second frame that I like from this. It's a really nice shot. You have some of the trees here on one side. You have the windmill sitting on top of the wheat field. It just looks very nice overall. I made sure to light everything up, give it more greenery. This is much better than what I had with just the flatlands. But yeah, you guys all saw the inside of the buildings already. So I think that's going to end the video for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and make sure you check out this video next, and I'll see you guys next time.